Hi everyone, in this video I want to show you a simple way which you can use to check if Iris is running okay on your computer and if your eyes are protected from the blue light and the flicker from your monitor. Basically, if Iris is not running, your screen will be really bright, and if Iris is running, your screen will be a little more orange. If it's night, it will be more orange, and this is this is the basic way with which you can check if Iris is working. If it's not working, you can check if you have video card drivers, or um, if you're using the high-level API with USB monitors, you can check if Aero is enabled on Windows 7. But basically, if your screen is more orange, everything is fine and your eyes are protected. If you use sleep mode, probably your screen will be deep red. So this was the basic way. Thank you. Hello everyone, with this video I want to show you how to pause and how to resume Iris. If you don't know how to open the program, you can just double click the icon on the desktop and Iris will open. There is also a second option which is in the tray. You can see Iris icon here, and you can right click and click settings. This will also open the Iris settings panel. This icon may be hidden somewhere here, but you can always place it in the tray. By double clicking the tray icon, you can again open the settings panel. From here, you see that now mode is automatic. You can change this to post, and Iris is paused, and you see how the colors now are perfectly calibrated. And if you have some color sensitive work like using Photoshop or Paint, you can just pause Iris and your screen will be perfectly calibrated. If you want to resume Iris, just click automatic or pause mode or manual mode. For if you click pause mode, Iris is paused. You can also change the modes from here by right clicking the tray icon and clicking pause. This will pause Iris. The colors are again perfectly calibrated, and if you click automatic, Iris is running again and the screen is a little bit more orange. You can also see how the icon changes to yellow. So if your Iris icon is yellow and you don't know why it's not working, it's probably on pause mode and you need to switch it to automatic. This was it for this video. Thank you very much. Hello, in this video I want to show you how you can buy Iris with debit or credit card, because the default payment method of Iris is PayPal. You can buy with PayPal from here, from buy Iris, but if you basically hate PayPal or want to use other payment method, you can choose buy and then buy with debit or credit card. This redirects you to another buy page which uses another payment merchant basically. If you click pay with card, you need to enter a little bit more information than with PayPal, but you can buy from almost any country in the world and without using PayPal. This is the second payment option. I will show you again how to get to here, and the PayPal is the first. PayPal always is a little bit more easier with 2 clicks. You see how Iris doesn't ask for any information when you try to buy with PayPal. Here you need to enter your address. Iris is a digital product, so you're not going to get shipped something, but it's required by regulators to enter your address to check it for fraud and things like this. Again, if you want to buy Iris with debit or credit card, just go to the Iris website, iristech.co. From the buy menu, select buy with debit credit card, or you can add to the URL buy dash to checkout and click enter. This will open the other payment method, and from here you can just buy from your debit or credit card without using PayPal. Thank you very much. Hi everyone, and welcome to Iris Mastery Series. In this video I want to show you how you can quickly get help for all Iris features by clicking these blue eye buttons that are basically everywhere in the program. Everywhere you hover you can see the blue eye button, and when you click it, the dedicated page which with explanation what this thing does will open. For example, you can click the mode drop down help, and you see all these explanations, what is automatic, what is manual, and so on and so forth. You can see all different eye buttons by clicking the big eye button here, and this will open all available help pages. You can also see the help. I'm trying to write a really good documentation, so whenever you click should open a good help page for you to learn more about what this thing does and how to use Iris more effectively. Thank you. Hi everyone, and welcome to Iris Mastery Series. In this video I want to quickly show you how to see the Iris status and if Iris is working. Basically you can see the Iris status here, and also when you hover this icon here, or if it's hidden on your computer, here. The Iris status shows the Kelvin values of the blue light and the percentage values of the brightness. Basically, the lower the Kelvin values, the less blue light is emitted from the screen, and the screen will be more red, and the higher, more blue light will be emitted from the screen. 6500K is the normal calibration value of the monitor, and everything below this lowers the blue light. Also the same thing here, you can see it. This thing is the Iris status again, and here. If the timer is running, you also see the status of the timer here and also here. Thank you very much. Hello everyone, my name is Daniel and welcome to Iris Master Series. In this video I want to show you how you can change the day and night start times of Iris. The day time is used to set the daylight and the day brightness, while the night time is used to set the night light and the night brightness. You can change when the day or night starts from the location page. From here, you can see your automatically detected location here, and also the longitude and latitude from the location page. If this thing is wrong, if you're using a VPN or some other strange connection which hides your IP or moves you in a different country, you can use manual location to on and set your custom location here to a good value. Or if you don't want to use sun positioning and location to determine if it's day or night and if the sun is up or if it's sunrise or sunset, you can use manual night duration. By setting this, you tell Iris when it's day and when it's night. For example, if I move this thing to 3 p.m., it's now night. If I move it to 4 p.m., it's day, and you can see how Iris transitions slowly between the day value and the night value. The reason for this is because give me a moment. Is because the transition is set to 1 hour. From here you can see the transition between day, night, sleep and everything else. And if you have 1 hour until night, you will see a slow gradual transition between the day value and night value. This transition will be bigger if the night value is lower. If the night value is lower, the transition will be faster, but basically it will happen over the transition period. From the location page, if you want to set custom location, set menu location to on. If you don't want menu location, set menu night duration to on. This thing is with priority, so if both are on, Iris will use menu night duration. And this was the basic way with which you can control when it's day, when it's night, and how Iris should adapt to the light around you, and if Iris should make your screen more dark, more orange, or more bright, and with more blue light. Thank you very much. Hello everyone, my name is Daniel. I'm the founder and creator of Iris, and in this video I want to show you how you can lower the brightness of your screen without pulse width modulation flicker or subpixel flicker. So welcome to Iris Mastery series. Basically, you can just go to the advanced settings and click the brightness tab and just lower the brightness. If it's day, move the day brightness slider. This will lower the brightness without flicker, or if it's night, move the night brightness slider. There is a third transition called sleep transition. If it's in this time interval here, you can move the sleep brightness. If you only want one brightness value during the entire day, if you have constant light source in the room and your room lighting is not changing during the day or night, just click use manual brightness and set your brightness to your preferred value. The goal is to match your monitor brightness to the light around you. If the room is dark, you need to lower the brightness, and if the room is really bright, you need to increase the brightness. But before you do this, I have some tips what to do. Set your hardware brightness from the monitor buttons to the max. This is the buttons on your monitor. You should have brightness somewhere, and set it to 100%. If your monitor uses pulse width modulation or have some kind of subpixel flicker, this will remove everything. You will have a constant light source. You will not get breaks like this, which cause your eye to move a little bit like this and have a contractions. So set your hardware brightness to the max from the monitor buttons, then use Iris to control the brightness. By default, when you start Iris, the brightness is automatic, which means during the day the screen will be more bright and during the night it will be darker. You can switch to manual mode and use darker brightness and blue light during the entire day, but prefer automatic because it's better to match your monitor brightness to the light around you. The monitor should not look like a light source in the room. It should look like a book for the best eye protection and for the least amount of eye pain, eye strain, headaches, and everything like this. So from the brightness page, you can change the brightness and choose day brightness, night brightness, and everything like this. You can actually also increase the brightness over the maximum. I use this in dark movies, for example, to see them better, but by default use it during the day on 100% and during the night lower it to a preferred value and match the brightness to your room lighting. The brightness is one option is from the advanced settings brightness page, and another option is just to play with the modes and types. Hue type is the default one. It's best for eye protection. It has blue light reduction, brightness reduction without flicker, and everything like this. All these types have brightness reduction. I think only the movie mode doesn't have brightness reduction, but everything else from sunglasses and reading, programming, everything has some kind of blue light reduction, which you can see. That was it from me. Thank you very much. Hi everyone and welcome to Iris Mastery series. In this video I want to quickly show you how you can change your location in Iris if you're using a VPN or you have some, I don't know, IP, or if Iris doesn't detect your location correctly. You can go to the advanced settings, click the location tab and click manual location to on. Now you can just change your location from here, and you can see how your location is changed to custom location from here. Basically this is the entire procedure. If you want to return the old location settings and Iris to automatically detect your location, just click manual location to off and click save and close. This will restore the Iris default location. Thank you. Hi everyone and welcome to Iris Mastery series. In this video I want to show you how you can use your clock times instead of location to choose Iris day and night times. Basically, by default, Iris will use your location and sun positioning to determine if it's sunset or sunrise and use day settings or night settings. But if you want to use the clock instead of the location, you can go to the advanced settings, click location and set manual night duration to on. Now Iris will use these values instead of the location values, and you can change them from here to something else. For example, this, and now it's day. If I change this to 8 o'clock, it will be pretty close to the night time, and you can see how my screen changes. If I set this to 9 o'clock, the transition will start soon after 6 minutes. Iris transition is by default 1 hour, a slow transition, gradual transition, and from here you can customize your night start time and night end time. If you want to use automatic location again for sunset and sunrise and respectively day and night times, just set manual night duration to off and Iris will use location data again. Thank you. Hi everyone and welcome to Iris Mastery series. In this video I want to show you how to fix your covers if Iris for some reason crashes. This basically should never happen, but all things happen and you should know how to fix this. If Iris crashes, for example, if you have this effect right now, and when Iris crashes and start again, basically it will go to a more dark level. So with the same values, same value here, it will be more dark. The reason for this is because Iris loads old calibration values. This is really useful for designers, people who work with cores, because for them, when Iris is paused, the screen not only should be reset, but they should also have their calibrated values. This is important for perfect covers. And when Iris starts, it loads the old calibration values and thus it affects over them. So if it crashes with a cover like this, when you start it again, it will go like this, and this is not cool. You need to fix it, and you can fix it with a simple click of this reset button here. You can see the difference because Iris has not crashed, but by clicking reset your screen will be fixed and everything should be fine if the colors are too dark after Iris crash. Okay, this only happens on Windows, I think. Mac doesn't have this problem, maybe also Linux, but basically it should not happen often if everything is fine with Iris. And you can also click from the Iris page, there is also reset colors. Both buttons do the same, but I have added it here because for some people it's hard to find the button. Okay, so if the colors are really dark and the values are, if the values are to the maximum, but the colors are really dark, try to click reset button here and you should be fine after this. Thank you very much.
Hello, in this video I want to show you how to change Iris mini modes so you can place it on manual mode, automatic or paused. You can see which mode is running when you hover the icon in the tray bar here, and if you left click it, for example it was automatic, we change it to manual. If you left click it one more time, you can change it to pause mode. You see how also the icon changes and the icon and the mode in the pop-up, and by left clicking on this icon you can change the modes and change the colors. Automatic mode will be normal colors during the day, and then the colors will be changed during the night. Manual mode is whole day, use manual settings from here, and pause mode is restore core calibration and stop iris, something like this. Hello, in this video I want to show you how to fix clean flickering caused by Iris Mini or Iris. Chances are, if your screen flickers, that you have running both Iris and Iris Mini, and you just need to close one of them. For example, if I want to use Iris Mini, close Iris from here, click exit, and the screen will stop to flicker. If you don't have Iris running, maybe you have Flux running. This is similar program to Iris for blue light reduction. It looks like this, and if you have the two programs running, your screen will flicker again. So to stop the flicker, just close Flux from here and or uninstall it, because it will also start on the startup. So remove some of these programs and the flicker should stop. Thank you. Hello, in this video I just want to show you how to switch between Iris low level core API and between high level API. So this is a clean installation. I'll start Iris right now. You can see this, but at the moment the cores are changed, and the difference between the low level and the high level core API is that when we use high level, it uses the screen. It's one level higher, and when I click this, you see how the core actually change. Maybe if not, now you should see this. And if you want to go back to the low level core API, just click this. Uh, one of the differences is that when you take a picture with the high level core API, you will see also the reddish and black effect of iris, and when you use low level core API, you will not see this. Also, when you have several monitors connected like with USB, it's really hard to detect all the monitors, and the high level core API is one way to have iris on all your screens. So try the two. I personally use the low level core API. All iris modes preserve core calibration, so if you are an artist, it's no problem. With the newest version, I think this is 0.74, all modes preserve core calibration. The older versions was a little bit buggy, but it's okay. So this was it. Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Daniel, I'm the creator of Iris, and in this video I want to show you how you can pause Iris when certain program is running, but not only running, but in full screen. So one of the ways is to go to core pausers, enable them, and then add full screen apps. But this is going to add all apps which go to full screen. Let me see what I can go. Maybe this thing here. If it goes to full screen, Iris is going to pause. And it also works with Paint. But what if you want to only pause Iris when Paint is running on full screen? You can basically add Paint here and add full screen like this and disable this thing. So we disable for all apps the full screen and leave only when full screen paint is running, pause iris like this, and it works great. If you go to Chrome and try to go full screen, it doesn't pause. So you can try this on your PC. In the cover pausers page, just add full screen to the app like this, and it will pause only when the app is running and on full screen. If we remove this, it will pause always if the app is running and on focus. If it's not on focus, it will unpause. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone and welcome to Iris Mastery Series. My name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and the question today is how to reduce subpixel flicker with Iris. So first thing first, let's explain what is subpixel flicker. We have a test on the Iris website to test your monitor for subpixel flicker, and the test looks something like this. You can open this in new tab, and if one of these squares flickers on and off, you probably have subpixel flicker. This mostly happens on LCD monitors, and yes, and this is the basic idea. If one of these rectangles flickers or moves somehow, you probably have subpixel flicker. And the way to fix this is by setting the blue light to 0, or your other option is to make the screen grayscale, or basically use the reading mode. So these are the two ways to remove subpixel flicker from your monitor if it's LCD monitor. And right now you probably don't see the effect of Iris because it's night here and I don't want the screen to be too dark, but you probably now see how Iris looks. And one way to fix subpixel flicker, and you can test this on your monitor, if this thing flickers, set Iris to reading mode, and now it shouldn't flicker. I can show you this, but basically my monitor flickers. I have two monitors, the left one flickers and I see this rectangle moving. And you can test this from here, how to test my LCD monitor for subpixel flicker. So one way to stop the subpixel flicker is to set reading mode, and this stops the subpixel flicker. The other way is to use sleep mode, or basically set blue light to 0. This will also remove subpixel flicker if you have it. And aside from, so pulse width modulation is turning the backlight on and off all the time, and our retina goes like this. Subpixel flicker is when the liquid crystals move and change the colors. Basically they cause flicker, and we can't perceive this again, but with a test like this we can see it and we actually feel eye strain and eye pain because of this. You can use this test to test on your monitor, and if you want to remove subpixel flicker, or basically reduce it, remove it, use reading mode, which makes the screen grayscale, removes the colors, or sleep mode. And you can test this on your PC with the test from the Iris website. Thank you very much. Hi everyone and welcome to Iris Master Series. My name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and the question today is how we can invite friends or tell them about Iris and they get it for free. And we also get a bonus time of Iris. So you probably know that when you first install Iris, it's 7 days for free. So after the first installation, you probably have 7 days here, and the screen like this opens. Welcome to Iris, with some explanations, and down here is your invite link. Basically this is your invite link, which you can share with friends to invite them to use Iris. If they click this link and install Iris, you get 1 more month for free of Iris, and they also get 1 month free Iris. So it's win-win for both sides. And in this video, I want to show you how you can invite friends. So every time you open Iris, if your trial expires and you haven't activated the pro version from here, basically if you don't have some activation code, you will see this window, and if you click invite friends, this page opens and this is your invite link. You can click here or any of the quick share buttons, or you can just copy this and send to some of your friends. Okay, you can also find this in the advanced settings by going to invite friends, and here is the button invite friends. It opens the same page. Now if one of your friends open this page and downloads and install Iris, basically, I probably have this email registered. So when he downloads and install Iris, the next time he starts the software, so the first time he will also get 7 days, but the next time the server updates the remaining time, the first time you open Iris, and the next time he starts Iris he will get 30 days, 1 month, 31 days, I'm not sure. And the next time you also start Iris, you also get your bonus time, because Iris does only one check with the server. It checks only one time how much remaining time you have. This is just to not use your Wi-Fi or internet connection much. But if you want to force this thing, you can click sync. And now I'm actually going to show you. I'm going to invite myself on my other PC right now. And let me see. My invite link is this one. And on my other PC, I'm going to invite myself. Let's see. Okay, I'm installing it right now, and I finished with the installation. So now, if I click the sync button, basically I get 1 more month of Iris for free, because I invited one of my friends. And you can use this to use Iris basically for free. If you tell 10 friends, you get 1 year free Iris, which I think is really cool. And the software, as you know, is also not so expensive, so you can always buy Iris if you like it. And this is the basic idea. It's free for a couple of days. You can invite friends and get bonus time. They also get the bonus time of Iris, and this is the way we use to make our software more popular, because it's a really good product, and if you like it you can tell friends, use it for free, they can use it for free. And if you like the software even more, you can support us and buy it for a couple of dollars and use it forever. So thank you very much. Hi everyone, and welcome to Iris Mastery Series. My name is Daniel, I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and today I want to show you how you can make the Iris transition more smooth. And what I mean by transition is this is the time it needs for Iris to go from one value to another. For example, when Iris goes from day to night mode, it takes exactly 1 hour, and during this time it's a smooth transition. So I think you see the effect right now. Instead of going like this, instead of going like this, it goes smoothly over 1 hour like this. And if you want, you can make this transition faster or slower. For this, you can use the transition page. From here, you can see that the day transition is 1 hour, night transition is also 1 hour, and sleep transition is also 1 hour. There is a pause transition, which I'm going to demonstrate you what I mean. But for example, if the day starts at this time, and the day transition time is half an hour before this, the transition end time is half an hour after this. And during this time, it will go from the night value. For example, if it's this value during the night, it will go to the value during the day with a slow transition, right? Instead of going like this fast, it will go smoothly over 1 hour. And you can increase or decrease this time depending on your preferences. And to show you this even better, I'm going to demonstrate you this with the pause transition. For example, when I click now pause, you can see that it takes exactly 1 second for Iris to go from automatic to pause mode. We can change this, for example, to 10 seconds or 10,000 milliseconds. It works in milliseconds. So now, if I go to automatic mode and then to pause, you see how much the transition is much slower. You probably see this, and I think it still goes to, yeah, it still goes to the value. And if I click automatic, and basically it's a little bit faster because it's not connected to the pause transition. But if I change this to 5 milliseconds, you can see how fast the pause and automatic mode now is. So if you increase this, you basically make the transition more smooth. And here again, to paused and to automatic. Basically, to make the transition more smooth, go to advanced settings, and from the transition page, change these values to another values. And it should work. Thank you very much. Hi everyone, and welcome to Iris Mastery Series. My name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and the question today is how we can automatically pause Iris cohort changes. What I mean by this is that when we run some program, we can automatically pause Iris, basically. For example, this is really useful for designers which want to have perfect colors when they use Photoshop or just Paint or something. And you can do this by going to the core pausers and enable them, and you can add some program. And now, when this program is on focus, Iris will automatically pause itself. And when this program disappears, it will resume. So if this program is on focus, Iris will be paused, and if it's minimized, Iris will resume. You can do all sorts of things with this. For example, we can also add paint, and let's draw something here. Okay, and you can see that the last used program goes here, and we can add it. And now, if paint is visible, Iris is paused, and when it goes out of screen, Iris resumes. What we can do is only pause Iris when there is a full screen up running, and remove all these things, for example, or just the last two. And now Iris will pause only if there is full screen up running. For example, I'm going to put paint on full screen, and you can see how Iris is paused now. And when it goes out full screen, it resumes. You can also customize this not to be for all full screen applications, but only for some. For example, if I wrote here full screen, I think it will only pause when paint is on full screen. And for example, if some other program like Notepad, I'm not sure if Notepad has full screen mode. No, so maybe okay, let's try with the browser. If the browser goes full screen, Iris will not be paused because we set here that only when paint is full screen, Iris will pause. And if we enable this, basically now Iris should pause. This is really cool, really useful. You can use this with YouTube, for example, Photoshop, Paint, and all other applications. Play with this. There is a special hack here. If you write full screen, Iris will only pause when certain app is full screen. So to recap, if you want to pause Iris automatically, go to Advanced Settings, and from here find Core Pausers, enable them, and add your application. Thank you very much.
Hi there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and this video is to show you how you can activate movie type or movie mode, depending how you want to call it. Basically, when you open Iris, from here you see the different types of Iris. For example, here it is normal during the day and more orange during the night. And if you switch to movie mode here, you'll see the difference in your screen. What movie mode basically does is that when you watch dark movies with low contrast, it will increase the contrast, make the scene more visible so you can watch it from your bed or from a long distance, which is really nice. So when Iris is opened, just from here, click the type drop down with the left mouse button, scroll down or from here and select movie mode. And this is basically it. Hi there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and I want to show you how you can try movie mode with this button here. These are several buttons which basically control Iris via a really cool way. We call them the magic buttons. And if you click this via Chrome or Opera, I think it will work with everything basically. You see this pop up here, and if you click open Iris, basically Iris will switch to move type or move mode, depending how you call it. And it was on health mode before, and if you click this, it will go to move mode. So you can use these buttons in the email that you received, or if you don't receive this email, but with these buttons you can basically switch Iris types via easy way. If you don't have this email, I think this is the third email after you download Iris. The link is this: iristech/API/Iris try movie type. And if you click this, same thing happens. So this is how you can try Iris with the magic buttons and magic URLs. Thank you. Hi there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and I want to show you how you can try gaming mode with Iris. Basically, when you open Iris from here, you can see that I made it glow a little bit more because it's night here, and the Kelvins are a little bit bigger values. If it was on health mode run, right now it will be like this, and you can see the glowing on my face, maybe, probably. So when you open Iris, just click type and select gaming, and now you have gaming mode running. During the night it will be something like this. It's on transition right now, but during the night it will be like this, and late into the night it will be a little more dark, but the brightness will be up. So the difference between health mode and gaming mode, for example, is that with health mode the brightness will also be reduced during the night, while with gaming mode blue light will be reduced but the brightness will be up. So the idea is that if you play games, you want to protect your eyes, you want to reduce the blue light, but you don't want to reduce the brightness because this will make it harder to move fast and see things fast, for example enemy players and things like this. To summarize this, open Iris from here, or if you don't see tops, not this, if you don't see this, it will be here. Double click it or double click the desktop icon, it doesn't matter, and select gaming type. There is also a faster way to do this if the magic buttons work on your machine. Basically, if you have the newest versions of Iris, they should work. And from here, for example, if you click this button, Iris will automatically switch to gaming type. See this? And for example, if I click movie mode right now, Iris will switch to movie mode, which is really bright and made for movies, for different scenes. Now I'm clicking the gaming mode and Iris is switching to gaming mode. These are the two ways. One way is if you're in the advanced settings, click this slider here to go to the simple settings and select gaming mode, or you can use the magic buttons in your email or use this URL here. If you run this, basically it will go to gaming type. Thank you very much. Nope. Hi there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video I want to show you how you can activate gaming mode with the magic buttons. You probably have in your inbox email like this, and if you click this button here, Iris will basically switch to gaming type. You can see the glowing on my face, for example, on the different modes and types, but you don't see the effect on the screen because I'm using the low-level API. If I switch this, now you see also the effect on the screen. And for example, health mode is like this, gaming mode is like this. And how magic buttons work actually is if I'm on sleep mode and I click try gaming mode, Iris will switch to gaming mode. Same thing if I use custom, if I click try gaming mode, Iris will switch to gaming mode and you'll see the values change here, basically. The difference between gaming mode and health, or we call these modes types actually, gaming type and health type. So the difference between health type and gaming type is that health type will make your brightness go low. This is useful if you use your computer for reading and things like this, but when you play games, you probably want to reduce the blue light but to leave the brightness at maximum value. This helps to see enemy players, for example, to move fast and to be a better player, basically. So yes, the difference between health type and gaming type is that health lowers the brightness and the blue light a little bit more, and gaming type lowers mostly the blue light, almost the same values like health mode, but without the big brightness reduction. For example, you can see the brightness reduction with gaming. It's like here during night, and with you can just lower it. Oops, this is blue light actually. Sorry. With the brightness, with gaming, it's like this, and you can lower this to really low values. Now, if I want to switch to gaming mode again, I can click the magic button and Iris switches to gaming mode. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Hi there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video I want to show you how you can design with accurate cores and how to use Iris when you're working with cores. So now you see that my screen is really orange and the cores are nowhere near calibrated. So the easiest thing you can do is to just switch Iris to pause mode. When you switch Iris to pause mode, it will basically restore the calibrated cores. But you see the glowing on my face, and the screen emits too much blue. What happens if I click this to automatic and it's night? The screen is with really messed up cores. So what we can do to actually protect our eyes, sleep better, and at the same time to have accurate cores. Iris has a couple of things for this. The first thing is that when Iris is paused, your screen cores are calibrated, and you can use some shortcuts to, let me see where are the shortcuts. There are some shortcuts like pause resume Iris. This is the shortcut, and if I click Control plus Alt plus P, I can basically pause and resume Iris via an easy and fast way. But the problem with this is that the whole screen emits blue light, and we have a solution for this actually. Let me see if when Iris is paused I can demonstrate this. So we have something called screen overlay, but it doesn't work when Iris is paused. So we have something called screen overlay, which looks like this, but I'm going to put the cores to the normal values. Basically, if I put blue light and brightness to 100%, if I stop the screen overlay, you see that the cores are perfectly calibrated. And if I enable this screen overlay, and I can select a screen area which can be without blue light reduction, which is really cool. So let me try this. To select my face, but basically from to select my face, and if I select more of the screen, you see the glowing on my face. This is actually the blue light reduction. Do you see this? Now it's almost the entire screen emits blue light, and I can make only a part of the screen to not emit blue light. And for example, if I'm working with Paint and Photoshop, I can make only the center of the screen to have not calibrated cores, and basically when I want to, let me try to get some blue. Okay, I can draw something here, and you see how the core changes a little bit. So when I want a perfect course, I can just move the area which I'm drawing here and basically protect my eyes and still have perfect course on part of the screen. We use overlay for this, and this is not as effective as to change the native display settings, but it's useful. It's useful for designers, and it's probably one of the only solutions that you may find for this problem. What we have else aside from the screen overlay is, let me just reset the settings. Aside from the screen overlay, we have something called core pausers, which is here. And if I enable them and add paint, every time I start paint or paint is on focus, basically my screen will become with calibrated colors. And if I minimize this and switch to another window, my screen will become with blue light reduction again. So I'm working with colors now, I'm drawing something, blah blah blah. Then I want to watch Facebook, for example. I switch to Chrome, and when I switch to Chrome, I minimize this, my screen changes. So I'm working with colors, and this goes out of the screen, and the colors are resumed. We call this core pausers. You can add full screen apps from here, all full screen apps, or you can add individual programs. Iris remembers the last program. For example, now I can remove paint from the button here, and yes, it's useful. You can add the last program here. You see, add Chrome, and if I add this, if Chrome is on focus, Iris will be paused. Another useful thing again for designers, and let me just see something. Basically, yes, I want to also show you the lightness screen. Imagine that I click this thing here, blue light to the maximum, brightness to the maximum, and I can lower the lightness of the screen and leave only the center to be with normal colors again. This is useful again to lower the light from the screen, and it's a little bit more beautiful than the screen overlay, and you can combine these things basically. A lot of people use these things, and we'll make them even more better in the future, but right now they work, they're useful, and these are the 3 tips which you can use to design with accurate colors. And we also have a magic button which can enable the core pausers. Thank you very much. Hi there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video I want to show you how you can try core pausers with magic buttons. What core pausers basically is that it's an automatic way to pause Iris, basically to restore your colors to calibrated. And this is what core pausers are. You can activate them from here and clicking this, but you can do this also automatically with this magic button here. Let me just resume Iris, and if I click try core pausers, and now core pausers are automatically set to on. For example, I clicked them now to off, and they switch it again to on. And this is how to activate core pausers automatically. And in this screen, we can basically add Chrome, my browser, as a core pausers. And now, if I switch to Chrome here, but I need to minimize Iris maybe. I'm actually not sure why this is not working. This needs to be debugged, but for example, if I add paint here, and paint is on focus, my screen will be automatically paused. And now if paint is minimized, it will resume. And I can do the same thing with Chrome, I guess, but no idea why it's not working. Oh, because my screen recorder is part of Chrome and it's on focus. So this should work with Paint, but I can remove Chrome with these buttons. Iris remembers the last used tab. And for example, now Paint is on focus, my screen is paused. If I minimize this and switch to Chrome, you can see how my screen, I hope you see this, I'm not sure. Yes, you see how my screen goes to eye protection mode. Let's say it this way. If I switch to Paint again, to draw something, to draw with blue light, my screen is paused, my colors are calibrated, and if I minimize this, it goes to eye protection mode, which is really cool. To show you again, you can always start color pausers with this magic button, and you can disable them from here. So now they're disabled, and if I go to Paint, nothing happens. You see this? If I enable them with this magic button, if I switch to Paint, my colors are paused. And this is how to try color pausers with magic buttons. Thank you very much. Hey there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video, I want to show you how you can try programming mode. To try programming mode, you can just open the Iris settings, and from the type drop-down, select programming. The idea of this thing is basically if the font is black and the background is too much white. For example, you can see here that the background is white and the font is probably gray. And we can reverse these colors to basically reduce the lighting, and to some people like me just prefer dark themes. This is the idea basically. If you like dark theme, you can just invert the colors and have dark theme, and this works on every app basically. You see that it works with folders, with the browser, with Iris, with everything. And if you have editor, which doesn't have dark theme like the notepad here shown, you can use programming mode to invert the colors and make it better for the eyes, make it more readable. So to recap this, open Iris and from the type drop-down click programming. And now I hope you see that my screen is in programming mode. Yep, you should see. And we also have magic button for this. If it's normal now, if you click try programming mode, Iris will switch to programming mode. And if I click to health again and to programming mode again, you can do this also with magic button. Let me make the colors normal, and thank you very much. Hi there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video I want to show you how you can try programming mode with magic button. If you have email like this and you find the try programming mode button, you can just click it. On Chrome you will get pop-up like this. On the other browsers is different. For example, on macOS is different, but if you click open Iris, it will switch to programming mode. And you see that I do this from a button in a browser, not from the app. We call this magic buttons, and it's really cool. You see how it works, and you can basically do this with this URL. Oops, wait. With this URL. If you click open Iris, it will switch to programming mode. And this is how you can use magic button to try programming mode. Thank you very much. Hi there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video I want to show you how you can try Biohacker mode with magic button. We call these things magic buttons. You can see them here. And also, if you don't have this email, you can basically open the Biohacker mode page, and it's also here. And if you click this button, Iris will switch to Biohacker mode. This is a simple way, without going to the UI, to switch Iris to Biohacker mode. The goal of Biohacker mode is basically to remove all harmful rays from your monitor and to protect not only your eyes, but your entire health. And if you are in really dark room, this is actually the most healthy thing for the eyes. But for example, it may not be so healthy during the day because the lighting. If you are at open space, for example, you may not be able to see the screen. This better and this good if you're during the day and with Biohacker mode. So summarize. This is the magic button, special URL switch control Iris, and if you click it, basically Iris will switch to Biohacker mode. That's basically it, and thank you very much. Hi there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video I want to show you how you can try the Biohacker mode. It looks like this, maybe a little scary, but this is the best way to basically remove all harmful rays from your monitor, like blue light, UV light, radiation, EMFs, and things like this. So this is the best way a monitor can look for the health. And if you go here to the Iris interface and switch to Biohacker, wait. I just wanted to check if you see the effect. Yes, if you switch from here to Biohacker, you see this thing, which may look really ugly, but it's actually really healthy because it removes most of the harmful emissions emitted from your screen. And this is the way you can try the Biohacker mode. Just open the Iris settings menu from here, double click, or right click settings, and from here, from this drop down, left click with the mouse and select Biohacker. If you don't see changes in your screen, maybe for example, if this is the first start of Iris, you may not have the high level API. For example, you don't see the effect now. And maybe if this is the first start of Iris, you will also not have things like Biohacker. So you need to allow Iris to extend the range, click yes, then restart your PC. But hopefully, all is okay. You're using Windows 10, for example. There is a tricky case with Windows 7 that you need to enable a arrow for this to work, maybe. If you don't have admin permissions to extend the values, but never mind, it should work. And if you click here, just switch from your type to Biohacker. If Iris is not working and you don't see this icon, it may be here, it may be hiding here. You can drag it here. This is on Windows, so it's similar thing on Mac OS and Linux, if it works on Linux, because it's a little tricky. We try to make Linux a little bit better. And if I exit Iris, if I want to get this settings screen, I can just click the desktop icon, and then from the type drop down, select Biohacker. And there is one more way to try the Biohacker mode. We call this magic buttons. You can click it from here. Try Biohacker mode, and now Iris will automatically switch to Biohacker. You may notice that from a link, Iris basically changes the type, which is really nice. And the goal of Biohacker mode is basically to protect you from harmful rays from your monitor, like blue light, UV light. Some kinds of EMFs are caused when the monitor is too bright and there is flicker and things like this. And of course, the monitor is not radioactive, but there is some small radiation emitted from the monitor, and with Biohacker, you can basically protect yourself even from this. So Iris is really cool. At least this is why I use it. And yes, Biohacker mode, if you want maximum protection from all kinds of harmful emissions from your monitor, you can try the sleep mode or Biohacker mode, it doesn't matter. Basically, Biohacker mode is one idea better because it also, with sleep mode, for example, there is a little white, not white, but red emitted from the screen. And you can make the screen even more darker with the Biohacker because it inverts the color. For example, if this page was not white, but actually black, sleep mode will be better because the inversion will take. Never mind. this is how you can try Biohacker mode. From the tab drop down, click Biohacker, and you're ready to be awesome and be Biohacker and protect yourself from harmful rays from your monitor. Thank you very much. My name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video, I want to show you how you can try health mode with the magic buttons. We got the magic buttons, these things here. For example, if you have this email probably, and this is the magic button. If you click it, for example, if you click this, it will open Iris and switch to health mode. And to show you this, I'm going to go to sleep mode basically. And now, so I'm to sleep mode. And now, if I click this button here, Iris will switch to health mode, which is really cool. So, this is the way, and if you don't have this email, you can probably go to the health mode page, iristech.co health mode, and click the magic button here. And it will do exactly the same thing. I'm not sure, maybe if Iris is paused and it's on sleep mode, maybe to switch only the, yes, it switched only the type to health, so make sure that Iris is set to automatic mode. Maybe the next versions will make these buttons to also change the mode from pause to automatic. But for example, if I go to movie mode to see the difference, do you see the blue light? This is what happens if you don't have Iris on your screen. This whole blue light glowing, it's terrible, really terrible. And now, if you click try health mode, Iris will switch to health mode. And this is the way to try Iris health mode with magic buttons. This things works on Windows, macOS, Linux is a little tricky, so maybe it doesn't work, but it's somewhere around version 1.0 it started to work. So if you have really old version, it may not work, but to test it from this email, just click, let me show. If you're on movie mode and close Iris, actually I can also exit Iris, and if you click try health mode, Iris will automatically go to health mode. To show you this again, now it's on movie mode, and if I click try health mode and click open Iris, it will switch to health mode with this magic button. It's really cool, really nice. Something I'm really proud of making. It's super cool how this works from a programming perspective. But yes, from here, from this email, you can actually try the other modes like Biohacker mode and what else? Yeah, I write really long emails, and reading mode, and everything should work. I should change. You see now that I'm black and white. And yes, to try this, try health mode, click open iris, and now you try health mode with magic button. Thank you very much. Hey there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris. I hope the microphone works actually. So in this video, I want to show you how you can test health mode with tiles. And it looks like this. I'm going to show you health mode now, just to make sure. Yes, you should now be able to see the effect on my screen. And you need to know that by default, when Iris starts, it goes to health mode. And you can pause it from here. You see the blue light glowing on my face because it's nighttime here. And you can switch it to automatic. And basically, this is health mode. If you don't see this screen, you can show it by double clicking here. See? And it opens the settings panel, or by right click and clicking settings. I think you can actually switch the modes from here and go to the different types, but from here you just click the health mode. There are other modes, for example programming, for example sunglasses, and things like this. But the goal of health mode is basically to protect you from the light coming from your screen, from the bad light, to improve your health, to improve your vision, to improve your everything, to improve your life a lot. And if Iris is not running, so now you see the orange effect on my screen. And if you don't see this, just wait, not this. If you don't see this, just double click the icon on the desktop and Iris should start. For example, now Iris starts, and yeah, I need to buy it maybe. And that's basically it. Go to the settings and click on health mode and make sure that mode is automatic, not paused. If it's paused, Iris will be paused, and you can switch between automatic, manual. And the difference between automatic and manual, you don't see it right now, but during the day with automatic it's more bright, and during the night it's basically darker. So during the day it will be like this, and during the night it will be like this. So this is basically it. Switch to health mode and you should be protected. Health mode reduces blue light, removes flicker, the iris automatic brightness, and it's good for the eyes because at night the light in the room is with less luminance and the screen should be more dark. And with health mode it's more dark and with reduced blue light and with automatic brightness, and it's super awesome. And thank you very much. My name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video I want to show you how you can try iris brightness with magic buttons. So magic buttons are things like this, buttons like this, which automatically activate and open some iris functionalities. So you see that now I'm browsing iris for another page, for example, and if I click try iris brightness, Iris will automatically open to the brightness page, and from here you can control the brightness of the screen, basically. And you see the difference of the brightness on my face. This is the way to try iris brightness with magic button. Iris brightness is better than your monitor brightness because a lot of monitors use a method called pulse width modulation, which basically turns the backlight of the monitor on and off all the time, hundreds of times per second, and our iris starts to do contractions like this. And this is the reason why we feel eye pain, headache, and other problems in front of computers. So, to remove pulse width modulation flicker from your monitor, set your monitor hardware brightness from the monitor buttons to the maximum, and then with iris brightness, control the brightness without flicker. This is the idea basically. And to try iris brightness with magic button, if you have this email, just click try iris brightness, and if you have the latest version of iris, when you click this, iris brightness will open. To demonstrate this again, now iris is at simple view, and if I click try iris brightness, it will open iris to the brightness page. And if you don't have this email received in your inbox, you can go to the iristech.co/iris brightness page, and from here, click again try iris brightness. And below, you can see the video after a couple of minutes because I'm recording it now, right now, and I'm going to update it. But yes, just click the magic button and iris will open to the brightness page, and from here you can change the brightness of your screen without flicker. Thank you very much. Hey there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video I want to show you how you can try iris brightness. The idea of iris brightness is basically to control the luminance and the brightness of the screen without flicker, because a lot of monitors use something called pulse width modulation to control the brightness, which is inserting a small breaks and basically turning the backlight on and off all the time, hundreds of times per second, to lower the luminance and control the brightness. This thing is bad for our eyes because our iris starts to do things like this, and this is why we feel eye pain and headache in front of computers. So, to remove flicker, pulse width modulation, set your hardware brightness from the monitor buttons to the maximum. And then you can go to the iris brightness page from here and basically change the brightness to whatever value you want. You see? You can see the different luminance and different brightness from the light glowing to my face. And you see that it works. You can test this from our pulse width modulation flicker test, or there are some other tests like pen tests, fun test, and camera test. There are all kinds of tests for pulse width modulation flicker. We have a line going there, so you don't need a camera and things like this. But yes, this is the idea. Iris doesn't use pulse width modulation, and if you use iris brightness, you don't have flicker from your monitor. You can find iris brightness from the brightness page by going to the advanced settings and now clicking brightness, and from one of the sliders. For example, I'm moving the night slider now because it's night here in Bulgaria, but if it's day and you don't see the effect, you can move the day slider and try to match the brightness to the room lighting. So the monitor should not look like a light source. Basically, the light coming from the monitor should match the room lighting, and the monitor should look like a book. This is the most healthy for the eyes. To summarize again, iris brightness doesn't use pulse width modulation. So if you use iris brightness, your monitor will not have pulse width modulation, subpixel, or other kinds of flicker. And you can control the brightness from the brightness page. If you can't find this page, maybe you can click the magic button from here, and it will basically automatically open the brightness page. You see? Now I'm going to the simple settings and there. And if I click try iris brightness, iris will automatically open to the brightness page. This is a small trick that we added, so iris is easier to use and better. From here, you can control the brightness with iris and without flicker. But remember to set your hardware brightness from the monitor buttons to the maximum to remove pulse width modulation. Thank you very much. Hey there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video I want to show you how you can try sleep mode with magic button. If you have this email sent to your inbox and you see this, this is the magic button. We call these things magic buttons, and they're elements from a web page which control Iris basically, which is really cool. And if you click this, Iris will switch to sleep mode. The goal of sleep mode is basically to remove all blue light coming from the screen so you can sleep better, you can improve your melatonin production and improve the secretion of melatonin. And this is the idea of sleep mode. As you know, blue light causes a sleep delay in humans because we have a photoreceptor into our eyes called melanopsin. So, to try sleep mode with magic button, just click this button. You're going to see this and click open Iris. Iris switch automatically to sleep mode. If you don't have this email, you can go to this page, iristech.co/sleep mode. Oops. /sleep mode. And from here, just click try sleep mode. It will do the same thing and Iris will switch automatically to sleep mode. So from the email magic button or from this page magic button, you can try sleep mode with magic button. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oops. Hi there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video, I want to show you how you can try sleep mode. So the goal of sleep mode is basically to remove all blue light. When our eyes see blue light, our brain stops the production of our sleep hormone, melatonin. And this is why when the screen is like this during the night, for example, you can see the blue light glowing on my face. And if the screen is like this and you don't have Iris, you probably have troubles falling asleep, or not big troubles, but there is a sleep delay of 1 or 2 hours after you turn off your PC. So to fix your sleep, you can basically try sleep mode. And it looks like this. I'm going to show you now on my screen. Let me just, yes. So you should be able to see the changes on my screen. And now, if I open Iris settings menu, and from here I press sleep mode, sleep type actually, Iris goes to sleep type. So this is basically the idea. From the Iris settings menu, from double click the icon or right click then settings, or if it's somewhere here, click this and right click settings, and from here sleep mode. As I said, sleep mode basically removes all blue light, and this helps us to fall asleep faster. If you don't see the orange effect on your screen, you can basically double click the Iris desktop icon, and Iris will open and the settings menu will open, and from here you can click the sleep mode. You know that sleep mode is running when the colors are mostly red. There are no blue and green colors on your screen, and it's expected. Aside from this, health mode also helps you to sleep better, but the good thing about sleep mode is that it removes all blue light. So if you're concerned for your blue light exposure, if you really want to sleep, to have the best sleep, for example, 1 hour before you go to bed, switch Iris to sleep mode. And you can do this also with magic buttons from here. Try sleep mode. If you click this, Iris will switch automatically to sleep mode with magic button. Thank you very much. Hey there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video, I want to show you how you can try reading mode. The idea of reading mode is basically to remove subpixel flicker. You can test your monitor for subpixel flicker from, let me see, from this test here, basically, and with this thing on the full screen. If you see one of the blocks wiggling left and right or just flickering, this means that your monitor has a pixel flicker. So, to try reading mode, it looks like this. It basically makes the screen black and white, like a Kindle, like e-ink, but it's normal monitor, so it's not so good like e-ink. And if you open the interface, just click reading, and you see how all the colors disappear. And if you look at this, actually you can see it, but when I'm on health mode, this box here, on box number 3, wiggles left and right, and you can see this maybe on your monitor also, if it's LSD. And if I switch to reading mode, this box stops to flicker, basically. So, to try reading mode and remove subpixel flicker at the same time as you're removing blue light and reducing the brightness without pulse width modulation, you can just go to the settings from here, double clicking this icon, or right click settings, or maybe double click desktop icon, and from here select reading mode, and you see how all the colors disappear. This is reading mode. It's not made just to look cool, but it's made to reduce the pixel flicker of your monitor, and some people actually prefer to read black and white the text, and the reason we call it reading mode and not removing subpixel flicker mode is because, well, it looks black and white. The monitor looks black and white, just like a book. So reading mode is actually a good name, but the point of reading mode is to remove subpixel flicker, not just to make your monitor black and white. And the second thing is to make your monitor black and white. From the menu, if you're in the advanced settings, just click simple settings, and from here click reading mode. And this is how you can try. Actually, you can try also reading mode with magic button like this, and I'll switch automatically with the magic button. And this is how you can try reading mode, protect yourself from blue light, from pulse width modulation, and also with reading mode from subpixel flicker. Thank you very much. Hi there. My name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video, I want to show you how you can try reading mode with magic button. We got these things here, try reading mode, and from here, try reading mode, magic buttons, because they automatically switch iris types and enable functionalities and awesome cool things like this. The idea of reading modes is basically to remove subpixel flicker from your monitor. You can test your monitor for subpixel flicker from this link. And yes, it looks like this. And if you click the magic button here, Iris will automatically switch to reading mode. If you don't have this email, basically, if you don't see this email in your inbox, you can go to iristech.co/reading mode, and from here you can click the magic button, try reading mode. With reading mode, Iris reduces blue light, controls the brightness without pulse width modulation, and also removes subpixel flicker from your monitor. To try reading mode with magic button, just click the button try reading mode, Iris switches automatically to reading mode. Thank you very much. So in this video, I just want to show how you can open the test in your window. Basically, if you're on Windows, right click and click open link in a new tab, and this should open. And about these things, same thing, open in new tab. And if you don't see this, you can test it with the video. Just open this video and you see the animation. It's a GIF animation, so it should work on Windows, Mac, Linux, everything. And I'm going to open these things on new tabs here, and we'll show you what to observe basically. So this is the basic test. If all blue light is removed, the squares should be black, and I'm going to show you this now with Iris. You should now be able to see the effect. And if I remove all blue light, all squares became black. Do you see this? Half of the blue light, this square became black, and if I continue to remove blue and green light, this square also becomes black. And same thing happens with here. Basically, if I lower the blue light, it starts to go darker, and on 0 you don't see the animation. If I go up with the blue light, oh sorry, it's on in Bulgarian language. I'm going to show you this in English. So sorry, this is the blue light tab. From here, daylight, night light, and if you lower all blue light, it goes like this. And then same thing here, you see the animation. If you lower all blue light, it goes black and you don't see the animation. If you go to 100%, you see the animation. And this is basically what to observe. If you don't see the animation, if it's black, then all blue light is removed. For example, if you're on sleep mode, all blue light will be removed. And this is how you can test. Thank you very much.
Hey there, my name is Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of Iris, and in this video, I want to show you how you can install and activate Iris Mini Pro. First of all, thank you for buying Iris Mini Pro and supporting our project. You're awesome. Thank you very much. And when you're on the home page, you can go to the models Iris Mini, and from this page, just click the download button to download Iris Mini. On your email, you have activation code, and we're basically going to install Iris Mini and then activate it to go pro. So right now, Iris Mini is downloaded, and I can show it in which folder I downloaded it. And basically, it's on the desktop, so I can either start it from here by clicking or going to the desktop and double click this file. And now if I click next, agree, and wait for the installation to finish, Iris Mini is now installed and my screen is more orange, but you can't see this. By left clicking the tray icon, it may be here on your PC,
to make it visible always, just drag it down there. And if you left click this icon, you change iris modes. For example, if it's day, like it's in Bulgaria right now, and you left click this, iris switches to manual mode and the screen is more orange. So now you have Iris Mini running. This is the free version. And if you want to activate Iris Mini Pro, just right click this tray icon, click Activate Pro. If you can't find this menu, if you can't right click this, double click the desktop icon which says the Iris Mini and it will open the same menu. If I double click this, opens the same menu, and if I click Activate Pro, here I need to enter my activation code, which I received on the email, for example. So this is mine, and when I click Activate Iris Mini Pro, my Iris Mini is now Pro. You can see this. And now if I right click this icon again, you see that I have way more options, hidden features, and my Iris Mini is now Pro. So this was a short video about how to install and activate Iris Mini Pro. Thank you very much for using our product. Thank you very much for supporting us and buying our product, and you're awesome. If you have any problems, you can click here and write to us via Messenger or via the contact page to write to us via email. And this is basically our contact email, so you can just write here. Thank you very much again. Bye bye.